when I was a new agent, I lived in an apartment in a rental, and I wanted to sell big fancy houses. And I had a small child, and I would put that baby in the car and drive over to this fancy neighborhood. And I would stroll that baby, and I would wave at the neighbors. And I didn't have any money, but I had gone through the MLS. And y'all, this is when the computer screen was like black and the little thing like flashed and the words were green. I mean, this is a gazillion years ago. And I pulled up all of the information about every single house. So when I would walk down the street, I would wave, and they would obviously wave back. And I'd say, "Hey, Susie." And they'd be like, "Oh, hey." And I'm like, "I'm Glennda, the real estate agent." And everybody just assumed that I lived there. What happened was that I just realized that I read a book, How to Develop a Six-Figure Income in Real Estate. It said, start a farm. And I started a farm. And then when I got some money, I started sending out newsletters. One thing that I did, though, when I was brand new was I previewed all of the houses in that neighborhood. And I started September 4th. And in December, I was agent of the month because I listed a $950,000 house in that neighborhood where I walked my baby. So, and my business has continued to evolve because I feel like I have continued to evolve. I'm not a dinosaur. I'm not stuck in my ways. I don't think I'm smarter than anybody else. I don't think I know everything. I think that there is an opportunity to learn. And what I feel like maybe has been my secret sauce is my ability to pick and choose what successful agents are doing and Glendify it, make it really specific to me. And so I think that that's kind of been the secret sauce. But, this video thing has been amazing. I have always believed in myself and my abilities. And if I probably had to kind of think through and narrow it down, I was the last kid picked on the playground. And when I found a playground where I played well and did well, I was intentional about everything that I did. And I'm not educated formally. I barely made it out of high school. I didn't go to college. But what I did understand was if I knew all of the data about every single house, nobody ever asked me, how long have you been selling real estate? Nobody ever asked me, how many houses have you sold? Because when I walked in, I was so prepared because I had looked at all of the numbers. I had looked at all of the houses. I knew what color the dining rooms were. And when I was sitting at a listing presentation, I'll never forget, I'm sitting in a listing presentation and they didn't reference 123 Banana Street. They said, "Oh, is that Bobby and Susie's house?" And I was like, no. Bobby and Susie, they live on the white house on the corner. This is John and Joni's house. And so not only did I know it by the street, I knew it by the owner. And so what I realized was then they were like, "Oh, that's right. That's right." And so nothing accelerates credibility faster than proof. And for me, just knowing the data gave me the confidence. And when you can provide clarity and certainty for the consumer, they have the confidence and they're comfortable to make a decision. And so that's really kind of how I hacked the system.